Now, Trevor, we've seen that exports to the United States declined over the past year. Now, you believe, however, that the decrease has been more than offset by strong growth in other key markets?
That's correct. I mean, exports year over year declined to the US by about $12 billion. That's significant. We obviously recognize that there's some pain for companies in particular that rely on exports to the US. But if you look at the top five other markets like the UK, Singapore, Indonesia, China, those exports have grown combined by more than 5 billion more than the decline from the US. So we've seen a net growth in exports. And it's just a clear indication that that strategy around trade diversification is starting to have a positive impact.
So, outside of China, what other Asian markets do you think that maybe Canada can tap into?
Yeah, the great thing about previous Canadian governments have negotiated a wide range of agreements with a number of companies. In fact, Canada has the most trade agreements with the most number of countries than arguably anybody else. And so the entire Asian market, Pacific, the Indo-Pacific region is ripe with opportunity for Canada. The world needs more of everything Canada has and Canada produces. And that, of course, is where there's a growing global population. And so it's prudent to build on both provincial and federal government efforts to explore Asia and opportunities there.
Let's also talk about oil here for just a moment. How important is it to get that pipeline built through northern British Columbia so that we can get more of our resources to those Asian markets?
Yeah, I mean, clearly global demand is increasing in Asia. We need to target those markets. And if the recent situation in Venezuela is any indication, one of the largest reserves of similar oil to ours in that region, of course, it's going to take them a number of years and billions of investment to get it out of the ground. But that's certainly the early indications from the US government are that they're going to support that very actively. Venezuelan oil is exactly the same kind of oil that comes out of Alberta. And so we will be competing with refining capacity in the US. That Venezuelan oil potentially is a cheaper alternative long term. So prudent for us now to start thinking about pipelines that take a long time to get approved and to build, and time to now to act and really access other markets like Asia with our oil before Venezuela becomes a real competitor.
Now, Trevor, you say that trade diversification is not just a defensive strategy, but also a growth strategy. Can you explain?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, the goal is, of course, to grow exports overall, and we're seeing that happen. I think there's still an opportunity in the US. At the end of the day, the United States is, of course, geographically the most close market to us. It's an enormous market. There's still going to be, I think, once the dust settles, opportunities for Canadian companies to grow their exports into the United States and into, the rest of North America. But at the same time, as we grow into other markets, we are, growing the total size of the pie so that we all share more overall. And I think that's just prudent for us. We've been long dependent on one single market, and that's not healthy for any country or any business strategy.
So, how will trade diversification really help us here specifically in southern Alberta?
The great thing about our opportunities in southern Alberta, of course, food, agri-food production, there's global demand. We have a growing global population. Increasingly, parts of the world are hungry for protein. Everything that we can produce here, whether it be animal-based or plant-based. So southern Alberta has a key advantage and I would argue a moral responsibility to help feed the world. But we also have durable manufactured goods. We have high technology research and development happening here. Southern Alberta has, world-renowned expertise in irrigation, for example. We often get visitors from the Middle East come and tour operations in southern Alberta to better understand the technology. Drones, geospatial technologies that have been developed here are being used all around the world. So it's not just about those commodities. It's not just about the food products we produce, but many, many other industries. Truly, southern Alberta has all the right ingredients. We just have to make sure we help develop those companies and tap into those global markets where we have the opportunity to support what's going on.
He's the Director of Economic Growth and Engagement at Lethbridge County, Trevor Lewington. Thanks so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me.